All right, Elliott waves, which tie into Fibbo. So I just did one video which looked at some Fibbo since 2009 and coming up to the peak that we've just seen. This just looks at the move from post-COVID, right? So we can see really the Fibbo, the Elliott waves is literally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's the way I see it. When you look at the trends, there's obviously big peak there, big peak there, big peak there. These two troughs kind of line up very well, and that kind of reinforces, I guess, the wave count, right? That's really the way to look at it. And that's really, this is a logarithmic scale, important, right? We're looking long-term, time frame, big moves, got to look at logarithmic. That's really what I see has been going on, and it's definitely broken. That is the go, right? As far as the waves go, it's quite a beautiful little set here in terms of this first wave from here. So this is a weekly chart, so I'll wash out the noise, that big clean out there. So from that low, right, to the high here, back to the bottom, up to the next wave, that's a 1-to-1. Right? So that really does fit in with the Elliott wave theory, that the third wave can't be the shortest wave. So it's not the shortest wave. Also, there's no, obviously, no overlap. This fourth wave, from the bottom of the second wave up to the top of the third wave, back to the bottom there, up to the top, that's 38.2. Short little fifth wave, right? But that's okay. Fifth waves are often the shortest. Depends on where you measure it from, either there or there, or in the middle. It really did fit quite nicely with where it was meant to go. Now, obviously, this move, because it has broken through that high of the third wave, according to Elliott wave theory, that means it is all over. Right? So the Elliotticians will say, yeah, beautiful wave 1, then pull back to wave 2, a bit choppy in there. We all remember, that one basically in September, October, November last year or year before, and presidential elections and vaccine news pushed it higher. This in September, where it came back, pretty choppy and sudden, had another leg higher, and it is all gone. Now, in terms of where it's going to pull back to, that's obviously the million-dollar question. We can see if we go back to 2009, again, this washing out the noise on the weekly there, we get some beautiful Fibbos coinciding with this big move. If we look at this one, let's make it the big one. Let's make that a bit bolder. Hang on, not that one, this one. All right. That coincides with some very key levels with the most recent leg. Right? Again, it does look a little bit messy, right? But if we look at the whole move, a 23 retracement of the whole move since 2009 coincides literally to the dollar of a 38 retracement of the move, the COVID leg. Right? The next one where they coincide, which is a 38 move of the entire 38 retracement of the entire move, right, from 2009, coincides with the 61 retracement of the COVID move. Now we can see that, interestingly enough, there is a lot of chop in this range. There's a little kind of pullback like in there, but to me, the natural place for it to pull back to is first of all there, and then on the large up to there, that wide. I guess on the narrow, like the sweet spot will really be somewhere in here, I'd say. But according to the Fibos and the Elliott wave theory, this is probably like a 1, 2, 3 at least, or an A, B, C, possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at best, sideways for some time. So I'm looking for a target of 42.32 for starters, potentially as savage as 38.62. I do think that is looking very, very magnetic in terms of Fibos and wave theory. But this one is not out of the question, right? Like down here. So all these are in play with the correction. And we're seeing, I'd say at best, we're going to see sideways actions for some time. Expect it to go into this range. That's where I am, down here. At worst, down here. We're in for a big correction, in my opinion. Okay, ciao.